Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there is Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, the time has finally arrived. This is the season finale of Arcane.
Heartbreaker.
To episode 9. The dirt under your nails. Look, I got no idea what to expect. I could see so many things going so many different directions and be totally fine with it, so I'm here for it.
It's time for the finale of Arcane. 18 episodes. Cannot wait to get into this. I'm definitely ready, willing, and able. This has been an amazing show. Cannot wait.
Yeah, I said it at the wrap-up for episode 8. This is the one time I think I've come into a finale and been like, you know what? I have no idea what direction it's going to go. The entire series has been so amazing. I'm 1,000% confident. Oh, don't let me down.
I'm just here for an awesome wild ride. Thank you to everyone involved in this series because it's been absolutely mind-blowing and breathtaking, all of the above. Hopefully this goes out with a huge bang. Let's go! Oh, we're probably going to get a lot of masterful pieces in this one, gentlemen.
As you speak.
Yeah.
I've been strong every day.
Okay, again, brand new art that we haven't seen before. Almost like a neon black light. Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh.
Maybe it's water, guys. You know?
That tint there leads me to believe it's not water.
It's just dirty water. Okay, maybe she's just taking.
Well, let's just be hopeful, guys. Maybe it's just, you know, she needs a light to see.
Let's just get rid of Silco's office.
Okay, so it's a fire. I'm trying to be hopeful here, guys.
Okay.
My God, this series has been just giving us bangers for tracks.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe then I could finally
making one more.
free. This world is a wasteland.
Wait! I just want to talk to you.
Get out of here, Echo.
I just...
Yes!
Yeah, he did it.
He's using it like we were talking about.
I just want to talk to you about Jinx.
Oh, he keeps using it.
Dude.
Always a dance with you.
I'm tired of talking.
No!
Wow,
This is so
really
brilliant.
Determined.
No matter what happened in the past, it's never too late to build something new. Someone worth building it for.
Setting us up for heartbreak, aren't they?
Please let me go.
Well, hey, we got one thing, right, gentlemen?
We got the time machine.
We got the time loop.
Only had to go back 3 seconds.
That's all it took. He had to be pretty quick on the trigger on that.
Oh, some of those.
Well, when you pull the pin, it usually gives you a second before it goes off. So,
Well, just the awareness for him to be,
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, that's. I would keep my hand on there the whole time, then not sit there. So, how's it going?
did you prefer Jace clean shaven or with the beard?
either way works for him.
Yeah.
I made him look like a stud in this.
With the beard, he looks more badass.
I would have liked to have seen Jace with a nice lined up beard. I gave him a little bit of the neck beard.
Sorry if when he was in that
the hex core.
then he couldn't find a shave kit.
I'm saying, and when he got back, maybe.
Yeah.
Nah, show's almost a tweener.
It's a lot more rugged. I understand.
Last time we were hearing this, folks.
Is that the last sunrise, Mason Quinn?
Could be the last sunset.
They're showing us the calm before the storm here, that's for sure.
Pretty sure that's the sunrise. Opinions vary.
Opinions vary.
Victor's at the center of all this, isn't he?
Yes.
Got to go for the core.
We're meant to lose this fight if he reaches the Hex Gates.
Oh, no.
She carrying somebody?
Then we'd best stop him.
They just gave us a look into the future there. Oh, boy, I didn't like that.
Yeah, she
Is it
was.
Kate?
They need a guy on a guitar shooting flames out of it with those drums.
Man, we just got right into it.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, Lo.
What's the matter? You're okay?
Oh, her. That was really interesting how they just took us like boom.
Yeah, right into
Like
it.
right into it. Oh, damn.
Oh, what is this?
We're about to see Ambessa just start whooping that ass a little bit here, aren't we?
What a weapons upgrade for her.
Oh, look at that. Take the shot. Take the shot.
Oh.
Eating those hits.
Because she has those green stones.
Bold little one.
Is it Victor time?
Victor.
Yep, Victor time.
Oh, no.
He's moving the whole ship. Oh, man.
Oh.
That got bigger. And Victor. Oh, so they brought Victor there. Interesting.
Seems you wouldn't want to put him in risk, but maybe they
Well, maybe he
have
has
to,
to, yeah.
to be there to control
To get
everything.
to the hex gate.
Yep. Oh, in the neck.
We lost him.
Oh, here's our guy they were showing before. He's going to have to step up.
Oh, man. That sucks.
I got a feeling it's going to get worse
Yep.
or it gets better.
Damn. Oh, no. Got to get that mask on.
Just got to take that device to the
Yeah, he's
sphere.
sacrificing himself.
Yeah. Can't be that easy, can it?
I don't
Is that
think
even
it's
gonna
be that
dent it?
easy.
Oh,
There's a
nail.
Son of a bitch.
How did it get there?
Oh, man. So, is it safe to say that it's still there? We just need to move the nail.
Look who
Are
it
you kidding me?
is.
Oh, what a twist. I recall saying she might be a mole or a turncoat a couple episodes ago. Everybody told me I was crazy.
There were some folks with you in the comments on that for sure.
I warned you of the hazards of professional entanglement.
Ah!
Oh,
I just can't believe they used entanglement.
worker. Oh my God.
Desperation is the doorway to oblivion, child.
How many one-liners is she going to have?
Let's get this over with.
Is it oblique?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oblique shot.
Yep.
Whew. It was oblique.
I did appreciate your warmth.
Off. Oh! Eat lead.
Oh,
Whoops.
Mel pulled it off.
She actually pulled the trigger, though.
No, she was a mercenary for hire.
Yeah, and Bessa was right there, dude. Where you just go, hey, I need a 5.
No, there was no. Just happened right away. Wow.
If you care for me at all, spare their lives. There is nothing to gain from this senseless bloodshed.
She just
We are
wants
getting-
power, you know it.
Still a fox.
Yeah. Her mom, Ambessa wants her to make a move, not this. It's like what she said in the last one. She can't pull the trigger.
Oh, we got the,
What
we got the
is
blimps
this?
coming from before.
Holy shit!
Hello, Jinx.
What? Oh, I saw that picture before.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Oh, it's
That is the one we had.
The firelights from before.
All right, Echo, what you got?
Oh, guys, you can't see because I got my Hufflepuff sweatshirt on.
Goosebumps.
I got goosebumps. Let's go! Let's go! Oh, big boy's down.
That's it. That's all it took.
Well, he is kind of a, I don't want to say a complete senseless drone right now. But oh, that's a cool shot.
Oh, right through the window.
Good boy, Echo. All right.
Aw,
Yep, they've been teasing that guy.
rest easy, big sir. Nice.
Oh,
There we go.
Man, are we going to get a
Remember-
full
just-
Mel versus Ambessa?
I was going to say, remember your training.
Go by. There you go.
Oh, shit.
Suck it.
oh, she's
Got a light.
oh.
They smashed it. They smashed the sphere.
So now that release Victor?
We haven't seen Jace yet, by the way.
Or was it a fake?
It's a decoy.
Yeah, why
Yep.
bring it right in through the front door?
Where is Victor?
Or he's already out.
Where isn't Victor? He's everywhere.
Well, it makes sense to have Jace versus Victor one more time.
Barely an inconvenience.
Usually people push it in, they don't pull it towards them. Oh, shit.
Dude.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I am pleased to see you.
There must be some part of you still in there.
I am more than I ever was.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah, he's got 4 eyes.
Oh, shit.
Here they
Yeah,
are.
here we go.
Well, here they come.
Look how fast they're moving, dude.
Yep. There's zero
Oh,
chance.
dude, they're becoming one.
Yeah, they're taking him over. They said Victor can get into anybody then.
Look at the price of your ambition. You are no Madada.
You remember.
Shut up and fight!
No, Kate. Oh, we're losing Kate.
Oh, yeah, like 2 seconds.
Oh, she's got.
Well, remember, she trained with Ambessa.
Yeah, but she's got...
Oh, good. I was wondering if Mel was going to kind of step in on some of this.
Kate's got that knife in her belly, too, though.
Yeah.
And Ambessa was still working her even they're training, but...
Here we go, Mel.
Oh, whoa!
Oh, shit.
Oh, that can't be good.
Oh, shit.
There's Vander.
What?
Better not rip that balloon.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Look at that shot.
Nice.
You get that skateboard from Osborne Tech or Oscorp?
Oscorp, yeah. Oh!
I do love how it's going to take 2 versus
yeah.
1.
Yeah.
Normally, you just normally you just want the
fight.
baby face to take 1. Oh, shit.
Jesus.
Jesus.
Getting worked.
No. Did they turn Vi?
I don't know if Vander can do that, if it's got to be one of the robots.
No,
People deserve to choose their own fates.
Choice is false. It is how we clothe and forgive the baser instincts that spur us to division. Energy spent only to consume itself. We can be of one mind. United.
Oh, Jesus.
That's all it took.
Oh, I need a pair of boots like that, guys.
we need those. That's what's driving Ambessa. Come on, don't take out Kate. Don't take out Kate. Don't take out Kate.
Ambessa's pretty strong. Oh, there we go.
Oh, she's pushing through.
Oh, are they gonna? She's gonna short out the.
Oh, she got her.
I think she sacrificed it, though, that she ripped the shit off her arm.
You fought well, child.
She cut it off her arm.
Yeah, she used the knife she stuck her with to cut it.
Cut it off her arm. And she knows.
Oh, the black rose.
Oh, that was quick.
Your daughter is wiser than you credit. For one without the gift, you were quite a thorn.
For one without the gift,
Yep.
you are quite the thorn. What a line. Oh, Ambessa. This is going to be worse than anything you've been
What
through.
in the...
Sister.
She's going to show her mom that she has the full will to pull the trigger.
I think she's gonna save her. Show her mercy.
I don't
see
think...
your face, deceiver.
Sly girl.
What do we do now, guys?
I think she... Yep. And that's exactly what she wanted to see out of her.
Yeah. I thought by pulling her out of the Black Rose, she'd keep her alive, but nope.
She did twofold there. Took out her mom and...
So now are they all gonna have allegiance to her?
I do believe so.
Well,
It's
I
not
better
gonna
get
matter.
to stepping on Victor's army.
Victor's just gonna take everybody over anyways.
Ye have little faith.
That's his goal.
Okay. Woo! For a second there, I thought...
Quinn was right with the old choking thing.
Yep.
Not
Well, we're going to have to
we
go
were
back because
worried.
I was pretty sure that he was changing her into the Victorites.
For
life.
I'm always with you,
Family.
even when we're worlds apart.
They better not rip our
look
hearts
at
out.
that.
Don't rip our hearts out. Keep them alive.
Oh,
Vander.
It's not really Vander.
Oh.
Just emotionless.
Did we just lose gravity?
Looks so,
They
yeah.
did. They're all there now.
Yep.
oh,
Oh.
Oh,
And here it is.
at least they got the axe.
This is the scene. This is on top of the globe when he was in hell, for lack of a better word.
and those are all
Yes.
the things that were destroyed.
This is what he was seeing.
Maybe it's inevitable.
And here we go. The hell that Jace was in. It's happening.
Oh,
Yep.
oh,
Holy shit.
Well,
And Echo's,
it's been past 3 seconds.
man, they took out, what a unique way to take out Echo so he can't do that. I never even thought about that.
Why hasn't it gotten Jace yet?
This is the moment, Jace.
Said he wasn't gonna fail.
oh.
This is what you see.
Yep.
This conflict, this senseless waste. I know their minds. Chase. They want better lives, but emotion clashes with reason. Humanity's self-corrupting contradiction.
You've always wanted to cure what you thought were weaknesses. Your leg, your disease.
His hands, look at that.
There is beauty in imperfections. They made you who you are.
Echo!
Oh!
I knew it. I knew he was. I knew it. I knew it. He was too big.
Boom!
Shit. Saw it coming.
Shit.
Rewind it, rewind it.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
There you go, underneath.
That was sweet.
You know, and it makes sense. His name is Echo, and he
Oh, they got his
can
hand.
first time.
Shit.
Got it. Oh,
Yeah, but he's
At what cost is this gonna? Oh man, this is gonna have a cost.
He's gonna have to rip the big one. Or
he can't. They got him.
Too late.
Come on, keep pulling it. Keep pulling it.
Yep, he's cranking it.
Oh shit.
This is gonna have a cost, dude.
Yep.
Oh no.
That device can't be.
Boom! This is exactly how Jay saw it.
Was it enough? Yeah. Now Jace can do his thing.
I thought I wanted us to give magic to the world. Now, all I want is my partner back.
Why do you persist? Everything I've done.
Because I promised you.
We're family.
Now he's... Oh, okay, so he's seeing.
It's Victor, right?
Yep.
I thought I could bring an end to the world's suffering. But when every equation was solved, all that remained were fields of dreamless solitude. There is no prize to perfection, only an end to pursuit.
Wow, what a line.
In all possibilities,
Yeah.
Look at all the different symbols too.
Yeah.
only you can show me this.
Classic villain, what have I done?
You must go, Jace.
Not leaving without you, brother.
We finish this together.
I'm with you too.
Say it.
Yeah.
Just say brother. Give it to me.
Is it undoing everything? Yeah. Oh, those poor people in the air. They're going to drop.
Jeez, Dave. Jeez, Dave.
Well, he's got a good point, but at least it's only like, a foot.
Is Vander gonna be back then?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's a rough one.
It's raining robots. Everybody watch out.
Can we get Kate some help?
Just got an old bleak shot and I miss an eye.
Oh, shit.
Oh, this isn't good.
What are you?
She's going to have to get rid of the gloves to lessen the weight to try to save him.
Vi! You can't save him!
Oh, yeah, just like in the first season.
Vi!
We're losing Jinx, aren't we?
Oh!
Always with you, sis.
No.
Oh.
She finally got what she wanted, though. Holy shit.
If I could just lay my head down and rest, finally be free, maybe. Please let me go.
Wow. We lost a lot.
You may read about the war in Piltover, but history is made palatably abstract. For its truth, the agony of every sacrifice, the exaltation of every triumph, is more than one should bear. We, whose decisions led us here, will carry them forever.
Oh, look, she's at the table.
Our only consolation that with every loss, you found some good, some light. Worth gaining, worth fighting for. And though we are doomed to revisit the error of our ways, spark ever more conflicts, our story isn't over.
More conflicts and our story isn't over.
Is that singing?
It's just a tune my mother used to hum.
Are you still in this fight, Violet?
I am the dirt under your nails, Cupcake. Nothing's gonna clean me out.
The end.
Bravo. Bravo to all those
what
involved.
a finish. What a finish.
Unreal, man.
There
No
was
music for the end?
Post credits.
Of course not. They don't do that. I'm just surprised no music.
Boy, I kind of half thought they would give us just a little bit of a tease leading into the next series, or that there
Chapter,
would
so to
be,
speak.
or that there would be another series. But I guess they kind of did, right? They said essentially the war never ends. There's always more to come. So that was pretty wild. But wow, that was the finish that we all thought, and I hope I can speak for a lot of you, and I speak for myself in saying it did not disappoint. But of course, love to hear your thoughts if you felt otherwise, because we did have an all-out battle. We did see that Victor was ultimately all-powerful and would have taken over everything, and that it took Jace essentially talking some sense into him. Echo coming in clutch was awesome with the little time machine that he had, and in the end he had to crank it up to 11 and just rip on that thing and go back way further than he was prepared to, but it worked out. And I thought that, man, I really thought we get some humanity of Vander left in the wolf, but they took all that out of it, so that wasn't to be. Diamond Dave, you were kind of calling it with Jinx's inevitable future, and it did play out kind of the way you thought. I wasn't sure. I didn't see that coming at the end with Vander coming back, or Warwick, however you want to call him, coming back and dragging Jinx down. I thought it might be something where to stop the war, Jinx would have to get involved somehow, because it all, in a way, kind of did start with her. So I thought it would end with her as well, but I didn't see it being after the fact, after everything is done, like, hey, we won, everybody take a breath. But there was that last bit yet to come that took out Jinx. But overall, as a season finale, I was incredibly happy with it. They really went all out in the animation in the last 10-ish minutes or so. I think they really went for it, and again, huge kudos to everybody involved. But as we've said before, all the fireworks in the world don't matter if you don't have a great story, and this absolutely had a great story. So as much love as we give to the unique and different animation, I just want to state that from a story standpoint, they absolutely delivered and kept you glued to the screen the whole time, and this final episode was no different. I absolutely loved it. I loved the character arc that everybody got, seeing the battle with Mel and Caitlyn and how that all played out against Mbessa was wild, taking her into the Black Rose and ultimately setting her free. The one thing I need help with is when Mel went into the Black Rose, she called that mage or whatever that was there, I think the Deceiver or something like that. I didn't quite catch what all of that was, so if some of you could help me out in the comments on how she discovered that the being that was there originally was no good and got rid of her. So would need some help on that, but otherwise absolutely loved the series, thought it was fantastic. This was a great ending to this whole story that we've taken through 2 seasons.
I wrote like one little thing here, like as you were talking. Otherwise, I was glued in. This was like, I think you mentioned it right away. There was no like fat or anything. We went right into the battle. You were like, oh, maybe someone's wise words will stop it from happening. No, we didn't get any of that. We went right into battle. We saw all the machines and all the tech that was used to basically try to take each other out. We saw an amazing fight with Kate and Mel versus Mbessa, and we saw that she finally unleashed the wolf inside of her, as Mbessa said. And, look at Caitlyn sacrificing an eye to get those stones. Because, I mean, they made a habit of showing us how powerful those stones were on her forearm. And so to finally get them off her, then you're able to actually probably go toe-to-toe more so than Bessa. I mean, she's still a badass regardless whether she has them or not. But what I like, too, is, like, we had Jace pulling all those things out just for Victor to just look at him and like, we are all one, and puts them all back in. And then I love how they shot up, and then it also intertwined with Vi and Jinx with Warwick. But the fight scenes and battle scenes were just amazing. They're visually pleasing. I mean, we saw that it took Jace really showing Victor, hey, this is the world. I mean, well, Echo had a huge part in it too, because he went way back further, and he knew something would go wrong when he did it, as we saw to Heimer. I mean, he's gone now, so he threw it right at Victor, and that's where Victor was able to see that if he does do what he wants to succeed, this is what becomes of it. Like, it was him seeing that was finally realization, and then he was going to do it himself again. And Jason's like, no, we do this together. So I love that whole tie up in that story, because it's funny, they're back and forth the whole time they work together. It's about working together, but then working as individuals, then working together, then working as individuals, that finally to succeed they have to work together. So this was just, and then the callback to the professional entanglements was great. And good job by you, Quinn, calling out Maddie, saying, hey, she could be a mole.
Yep.
I don't know if I disputed it, but I don't think I agreed with you at the time, but good work. Super sleuth Quinn over here figuring that one out.
Spot him.
And then but then at the end, seeing Vi somewhat happy, humming again, and being with Kate to end it, but also Caitlyn's line where she said that consequences of war are always inevitable. So opens the door to, you guys said maybe there's more stories, but if not, this was a great ending to a great show.
I doubt they'll ever see this. I know we say that sometimes, but to the people who, and I have to say this, and I've said it every episode, to the people who did the visuals in the animation on this, if by some chance you're watching reactors to see what we thought of your work, you have created one of the most amazing visual spectacles that I have ever seen in my entire life. And we've watched a lot of normal TV and movies. We've watched movies with all kinds of wild CGI that makes you feel like you're in a world that doesn't exist and yet it's real. And we've watched a ton of animation, and the type of animation and the visual effects that you've been able to create in these past two series, and especially moving forward into, or past two seasons, moving forward into this season, is unlike anything I've ever seen before. So again, don't think they'll see it, but if they do, I just I know the series gets a lot of praise, and all around everybody who had a finger on any part of this should get praise, but to the people who created the visuals, the creativity first and foremost of just what you've been able to come up with. This has to come from somewhere. Somebody like that level of talent and just creativity for somebody to say, this is my vision. And then for some just unbelievably, ridiculously talented artist to say, okay, I understand your vision and I'm going to put it out for audiences to see. My mind is completely blown. Thank you for all the work that you've done. To the people who wrote the story, just incredible. This was a video game, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. This was a video game, and they're like, you know what? We are going to write this just incredibly next level story and do it in 18 episodes. Okay, let's not forget, this has been 18 episodes. This isn't a 10-season story where they've had all this time to, just develop and develop and develop. It feels like we've gone through a 10-season series, with all the story that we've gotten. And they did it brilliantly. Look, what I have liked at the end to see everybody survive and Jace and Victor get to hug it out and Vander and Powder and Vi get to be a happy family together again, of course, right? But that's not the story that they wanted to put out in front of us. And for as much of this is a fantasy world or whatever you want to call it, that's not the reality of how things work out sometimes. So this story was so incredible. We had our villains, we had our heroes, we had people who were both. We had we had our twists and our turns and our character arcs, of course. And I just can't say enough about this entire series. And I said it coming into this finale that this is one of the very few times where I felt as though you could come into a series finale knowing or being confident that they were going to deliver, and they absolutely did. They delivered a great story. We had an incredible battle. We had heroes go down. We had people step up. We had people make incredible sacrifices. We had people fighting for each other. As Answer had, brought up with Echo in our last review, that they gave him an opportunity to be the hero, and I didn't see that, right? Because Echo, throughout the earlier parts of this season, we didn't really see him that much, didn't play that big of a role, and all of a sudden in these last 3 episodes, he steps up as this major hero. Jinx coming through to save the day on the balloon. I mean, when hope looked like it was pretty much lost. That conversation between Victor and Jace, I thought was super powerful. It kind of gave me, Doctor Strange vibes, where I saw every single opportunity of this in every universe, and you were the only one that stuck by me. And we've seen these sorts of messages or stories before in other film and TV. There's so much power in somebody absolutely refusing to give up on somebody despite all their wrongs and all their discourse and all the repeated bad decisions. There's something so powerful, whether it be a family member or a friend or whoever, to say, it doesn't matter how this plays out, I'm never going to give up on you. And that's what we got. So an incredible story. I am just, I know Diamond Dave brought it up at the end of the last episode. This is a series, if not for this channel, that I 1000% would not have watched. Just not, it was animated, right? So it wasn't going to be my thing. And then it was based off a video game, probably not going to be my thing. And it is one of the most incredible series that I think I've ever seen from a story standpoint and from visually. I think if you would take either of the components, the story or the visuals, and have them not complemented by the other, like if you would have taken normal animation and told this story, I would have said, wow, this is incredible. If you would have taken a less powerful story and had this animation, I would have said, wow, this was a really cool thing to experience the way they did it visually. The fact that you've got both of those combined, what was it called? League of Legends. Well, this series is in a league of its own. And we've watched a lot of animated stuff. We just finished up Attack on Titan not long ago, and you guys know how much we love that. But for me, this is it's next level. It is really in a league of its own as far as animation and as far as TV series, just period. So to everybody who worked on this from start to finish, anybody who had a finger in it, the music, oh, what perfect music. The emotions they pulled in. A lot of these, I think, were probably, they're songs I haven't heard before. So I think a lot of them were probably originals for this series, if not to the people who chose these songs and said, oh, wow, this would probably fit really good in this scene. Everybody who had a hand in this particular, this project, this series, you guys just created something that, as a person who watches lots of TV and film, that's what we do. I would have never expected to see something like this. I'm blown away.
Yeah, first off, thank you thank you to all that was involved in this project, because again, dang near masterpiece, if not a masterpiece. But the everything that was involved in this, outside the story, I can only imagine the hard work that it took everyone to complete this. Just even anything in editing, all the way to the animation, to whatever. anyone that had a finger on this, like Dave was saying, bravo to you, because this was really damn good. Second, this episode itself, I'm real interested to see what you folks think about this finale, because I feel like some folks are either going to love it or they're going to hate it, but I loved it. Just from the overall fact, like usually we get kind of like that build up before, because they did they showed the sunset and then they kind of showed some other things, and then wham, we're in it with those quick little glitch flashes of Vi running.
Yep.
Like that was the slow bring into the actual war, which was crazy. I thought for sure we were going to see some kind of start like we normally do in some epic battles, right? We always get that standoff, that moment, and then go, or however it goes. But they just a couple quick glitch flashes, and then boom, we were in it. A lot of life lost in this one, which was anticipated, at least for me. From I kept saying it in these last two. Like I feel like there's really not going to be any survivors. There were, thank God. But I guess for Jinx, it only made sense in that this previous episode where she was kind of talking, and she kept pulling that pin several different times, and Echo had to just wait a second. So she was ready to go, or she didn't mind going. I wouldn't say she was ready, but she just didn't mind going. But the ultimate sacrifice to save Vi, it's kind of slightly poetic, right? That it was, I don't even want to say that was Vander, because we saw the life go, but in the body-ish of Vander, where it was those three again. In the previous three first episodes, we got some of that too. But again, what a way for Jinx to go out. Well, presumably, right? We didn't.
Yeah.
If we didn't see it,
I'm gonna go back on the technicality.
There was the explosion.
There was,
but there's also Kate looking at the blueprints of the building.
Yeah. So they did that for.
There has to be,
and we've seen a lot of explosions.
Now I know I've been on a roll lately. I know some folks haven't been watching their Peaky Blinders stuff. If you're watching this, but
Grace is still alive. Damn it!
Well, when you get a collarbone shot, it's not totally expected. But I will say, part of me wants to think here that Jinx might have found a way, but right now, presumably deceased. So it is interesting that Kate was looking at all that stuff too. Obviously, when you're in midair dropping, you don't have too much time to think, but maybe there was just something. But either way, looks like for now, Jinx didn't make that. We lost Jace, Victor, Heimer was officially donezo in that last one, or with Echo that episode. Yep. It was cool to see Mel, especially from the last episode, the way that Mbessa was so blunt with Mel. It was a nice tee up to make sure she made a point to her mother in this one that she can be the wolf, right? So I thought that was pretty cool, especially the way that Black Rose was used, and then Mel basically saying, "I got both you here." Boom.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty cool that happened, and then we got that moment with Mbessa basically in her own way, at least the way I'm saying it is, thank you.
I interpreted it the exact same way, because in the previous episode we saw her obviously in a very emotional scene, but the message from Mbessa was, you don't have the strength to make the decisions that I made. And I think it's a situation of whether obviously the decision didn't play out to Mbessa's favor, but the fact that the strength that she did not think her daughter had to do what she believed in, again, regardless of the outcome and how that played out for Mbessa, the fact that she saw that the daughter had the strength to make the decisions that she felt was right for the people that she felt she needed to protect, that was that moment. You have the strength to make the tough decisions. I interpret it the exact same way. I think they painted that picture pretty clear.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool moment, even though it was Mbessa leaving, and we got to some pretty cool fight scenes with Quinn hasn't seen that yet, so it will be fun when he finally understands that.
God, what he sees.
It was cool to finally see Ambessa just be a complete badass, like fully. I know there's been some moments previously, right? But here it was just left and right. She was just charging in. So Ambessa was a wildly entertaining character. I would be one. I feel like there's a ton of stories they could do. They never probably will do this, but if they wanted spin-offs, I would be interested in an Ambessa spin-off of going way back.
Oh yeah, doing a prequel.
Seeing the kids. How did we lose the brother? Like really lose it. Like seeing the actual details of it. And then just everything leading up to the first moment where we saw her enter the frame here on Arcane.
Yeah, well, that's the problem they have is that there's so many characters from the game, and it's funny because like you watch the gameplay of the game, and you're like, really? They got that from this? It's still shocking to me how they developed Arcane from the game. But yeah,
it's funny too.
There's so many characters to pick from.
Yeah, it's funny that you bring that up because correct me if I'm wrong here, folks, but I've trying to dust off my memory here, but I swear folks were saying like this story is not the game.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No, the game, from what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, is essentially you pick your characters and you just go battle, and it's like a top-down view of just battle scenes,
RPG?
I believe. Yeah,
Role-playing game?
Yeah, that's what I have seen some screenshots of. Again, I don't want to dive too much into it because I'm like,
spoilers.
You don't want
what
to
are
know
the
if
odds?
it,
I stumble across some spoiler somehow, and I didn't want to ruin it, so I stayed away, took some of the comments you folks had. But yeah, it's shocking to me they were able to build this from that. It's wild.
Dear Netflix or YouTube or someone, please, for the love of God, give us a behind the scenes from creating this series. I mean, I have to
Be a lot of people sitting at their computer, but it would be for hours and hours.
I have to have more. I want to see a round table of the people who created the animation, the storytellers, the people who developed the characters, the voice actors. Like if ever there was can we please get a behind the scenes? I would love it for this one. And it's one of the things that we've seen recently. We saw it with House of the Dragon, and we saw it with Penguin. And we saw it with Daryl Dixon, where it's this, as far as I can recall, it's a newer thing with film where after the episode, they'll give us a short, 8 to 12 minutes of people talking about the episode, talking about the development, and you get the actors talking about
idea from
playing
us.
Their characters. You get, you get the people on the production side talking about why they shot things in a certain way. And I would love to see something similar to that for this. I gotta know. I gotta sit down. I feel like pulling up the cast.
Netflix usually posts something on YouTube. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
I'm so I want to email them and be like, I gotta know how did you come up with this? Why in the scene where they were dancing did you choose a French song, and why did you choose the stop motion or the stop animation? I have so many questions.
Well, and speaking of questions, do you guys have any unanswered questions yet? I guess
So
I'll throw it to Dave.
the one thing I wanted to actually say when I started talking, and I'm just now remembering it now. If you made it this far, thank you. Was there anything in this episode? Because I know you kind of touched on they didn't give us anything to send us into their new stuff coming for League of Legends. Was there anything in here that we missed? Because obviously we don't know all the characters, right? So if there was anything in here where it was just a quick scene of some material that we may have missed, of where it's like, oh, this is a character in this game, or this is a tiny little piece from this game that's showing us, hey, this is what's probably going to be the new characters we're going to go with in League of Legends. So if there was something like that in here that we just completely missed because we don't know too much about the game, let us know.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They let us know about the whole Warwick character a little bit. That he's that it's a total badass character, I guess, in the game. So, scores with the season?
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it's a 5.
Oh,
do we
yeah,
really need
need the board?
Do we need the boards? Do we need to bother the boards on this one? It's a 5.
Well, I will say I thought the first season was better, but this season was still just as good and it's still a 5.
For me, both 5s. But for me, this season, I thought was better than the first, and maybe part of it has to do with, the ending of the story and the way they tied everything together. But yeah, can we do like a 5 Max Plus Pro version? Like there's a 5 Max Plus Pro, all of the things to put the 5 at the next level, because our scale only goes to 5. But unbelievable for me.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's a 5. I agree with you, Answer, but here's my question. I really need to go back and think about it, because I agree with you. I like the first season better. However, I don't know if that's because when I watched that first season, I had never seen anything like it. It totally blew my mind. I mean, I remember the 4 of us sitting together watching that in the other studio, and it's like so vivid in my mind because of how just it blew my mind that first season. So that might be the bias that I have, because once you see it and then you're coming into it, you're not as blown away by everything as you are the first time you see it. So that might be the only reason I can think why I hold season 1 in a little bit higher regard.
Me, it was just the introduction to all the characters, and then the whole story building of the first season to then get our culmination in the second.
Yeah, and for me, I think it was almost the opposite. For me, and look, I've been like just with the animation this whole time. I've talked about it every single episode. But for me, the first one, I was so like hyper focused on like, what am I even watching? It's not that I wasn't paying close attention to the story, but I'm like, holy shit, like, what am I even looking at? I don't know if it distracted me, but it took me, because I knew nothing about this, it took me a little bit to become invested in the characters, invested in this world. And I think after the first season, like I wasn't like just super invested in the characters or the story right away, because I'm like, I don't know which direction this is going, and maybe this is just something where they throw out like wild visuals and that's all it takes. And then, like I said, even a mediocre story would have been fine with me because of these visuals. So I think as we got into this second season, and it was like, okay, now you're really invested in these characters. Now I'm all in on the characters themselves. And I do think they leveled up the animation and the music and everything for this season, but I think my investment in the story was a lot heavier for season 2. But I completely understand what you're saying. You're learning like, oh, like, wow, this is a whole new universe for me. So, yeah, I mean, if somebody liked season 1 or 2 better, I can completely understand as to why they would have their favorites.
Yeah, for me, I don't feel that way. I mean, season 1 was absolutely mind blowing, but season 2 here was for me like, all right, are we gonna get a change in animation? Or is it gonna stay the same? Or are they improving it? Those questions I kind of had. So I'm happy that they stayed with this, knowing it's 2 seasons. If it's not broke, don't fix it, right? They really didn't need to change anything, which it seems they didn't. With the story 1 was getting us to fall for these characters. Season 2, how are they going to cap off our characters that we love? So to me, it was almost a tale of 2 different worlds, and I loved both pretty much equally, because, again, season 1 was its own thing. Season 2 was the closing. So we got our beginning and ending with the middle in between there a little bit. Yep. So I'm just happy again with the animation. They crushed it out on that.
Visually pleasing.
Yeah, exactly. It's a visual treat every single time you put that on. It's going to be kind of like a high bar moving forward now. Kind of, right? Because it's its own world. Its own world.
It's its own thing. I think
the style's never going to be copied.
Just like Attack on Titan, it's its own thing. You got like, we'll just say recently Wild Robot. That was its own thing. Mm-hmm. So
I think you're gonna like. It's interesting that you bring that up, because like moving forward with animation, I almost am gonna have to step back and remind myself, okay, this is an animated story where you can't always just critique how good the animation is, because every different animated series is creative in its own right. I just think this is so next level that you almost are going to have to like not use this as a measuring stick for every other animated series you watch, because I think if you do that, you just visually you're going to be disappointed. But who knows? Look, coming into this, I was saying, look, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. So who knows? Maybe some creative team is working on this, and we know they're doing other
League of Legends projects.
Other League of Legends projects. So I don't know how they're going to outdo themselves, but if it's the same crew working on it as they
same visualizations,
but even if it's a different game, they may, Diamond Dave, you talked about them whether they were going to keep the animation style for season 2. Mm-hmm. They may do a complete shift of animation style to tell a different story, which
to make it its own,
it its own thing. Because if you do this exact same thing and tell a different story, maybe it's its own thing. And I know this is a very not a parallel or apples to apples comparison, but on the gaming side of things, we did The Walking Dead from Telltale Games. Now we're in A Wolf Among Us, and it's the exact same animation style, telling two different stories, but it kind of feels like it's its own world.
Like
so
be in the same.
Yeah, so if they
right,
that's kind of their thing. So if they completely switched their animation style for a different story, I'd be like, okay, they need to tell a new story. But if they kept it the same way, I'd be like, okay, we're getting more of this. Cool. So
now that we've had two seasons, was there any favorite characters that you guys had?
Heimerdinger. A little snarf. No.
It's kind of hard because season 1 it probably would have been like, oh yeah, it's this. But now that we had season 2, it's like, well, shit, I don't know. It was almost hard to choose who
you love like Vander. He gets taken away from you. Like I was liking Aisha, and then she got taken from us. I mean,
I liked Fight Club Vi, was my favorite. Fight Club Vi. And the one thing that I would be remiss if I did mention is I'm probably going to be at MegaCon in Orlando the first weekend in February. I'm really trying to plan that out. But for sure, Fan Expo Chicago coming up next August, and maybe some events in between. I am so looking forward to seeing people cosplay as the characters from Arcane, and I hope we get somebody as an Ambessa or a Fight Club Vi or any Vi. Yeah. Jinx, really looking forward to that. And if you have Oak run up to you like a little fanboy, like, oh my god, I need a picture. Just be ready.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I liked Caitlyn. I loved Caitlyn's arc that she took, where she started and then where she ended up being. To me, I mean, you could argue that all the characters had their own arc, but for me, I think you could argue that the distance Caitlyn took from where she started to where she ended up at essentially kind of, head of the table, was one of the biggest arcs in the whole series.
He just likes her because she had the badge and thinks it looks like Snake.
What? Because she had the eye patch?
Snake over here.
Well, I mean, that was a big part of it.
Yeah.
Did you say?
I said Fight Club Vi was my favorite.
Yeah, it's tough because season 1 was for sure Vander, and now seeing the whole journey of Jinx, I'm kind of like, man, I think that might be my favorite because she was a great villain. She was a great set. I mean, she had a big moment there. It was either all three of them go or she.
Because even when she was a villain, she was a sympathetic villain. Like you could understand her struggles and what she was feeling.
Absolutely. They never made her like a real I don't like that person villain.
No. No. So that it's tough. I mean, there's so many great characters in the TV show here, but yeah, I'd probably right now I'd have to lean towards Jinx a little more.
Little love to Rictus? No, okay, that's fine. Zangief, as I call him. Look, this was such a great show. Thank you all for letting us in on the secret that is Arcane, because we absolutely loved it. So for Appleton,
banger.
Diamond Dave,
maybe we should do a round table. You folks let us know.
I would love to do a live round table.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And I'm of course the answer. Good night now, pals.